Hi, Front Desk team. Ashley and I have been talking about ways that we can be the best leaders for you, have the right leadership voice, and maybe even find a way to make it just a little more definitive, a little more serious when it comes to things that we need to get done. So I just wanted to address that a little bit and welcome you into the conversation because that is the balanced way. Good leadership to us means that we are sharing the right information in the right ways, that we're doing it in the most positive way we can, in the best interest of you, our team, and our community. So with that said, there's some things that we're going to be changing this week because we feel what we're doing may not actually be working. One of the reasons it's not working is that we don't think we're getting quite all the investment in some of the tools that we've been putting out. It is a lot of energy to make sure the Define the Shift is upright, the game plan is upright, and we're not quite feeling the return on that we want all the time. So we're going to adjust this. We're going to add a couple different headers to it and put in some points that allow you guys to see what really is the most important thing that we can focus on. And that is client service. We have jobs because we work in a massage studio with clients who come in for massage. What we never want to do is find gaps in service. There were a couple what we call car-sized gaps that fell in last week that we want to have you look at and see what you think we can do to fix it. Ashley and I have a pretty good idea. We've been sharing some of it. Some of these we need you to parachute in on. So this is one of those front desk parachute videos. For us to be the best leaders, we need you guys to be the best front desk teammates. And we want to make sure that you know what the big wins are and what we're grateful for. So we always share happy hearts that you can see with each other every day. We're going to be incorporating in some big wins and an end of shift checklist with 5 items that we think are essential for good days. So what I want to do is share with you 2 things that fell through the cracks last week that created more issues than they need to. The first one is Dan's clients being off. We just kind of dropped the ball on that all around. Every piece of us, from L team down to front desk teammate, and the clients felt that. Dan didn't feel it, right? Dan's off doing what Dan wants to be doing, while we had to move clients a couple times, apologize, do extra legwork, and all these things. When they happen, Ashley and I spend a lot more time than we'd like trying to figure out what the fix is, the right role play, who's in, blah, 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 blah. You can only imagine. The next one is a client that was in on Sunday, and she wasn't boosted. We got information that she wasn't boosted from her directly to a therapist. The therapist shared it with us. It sat there for over a month without us making one phone call to her. Good job, Lilith. Lilith is actually the person that made the first phone call to her. She never called back. We never followed up. She was actually in for massage, unboosted, it didn't get discussed or handed over. So what we want to do is have you guys look at that. You'll actually see an email from me with the client's name and have you all take the troubleshooting steps that Ashley and I take. So, the good news is that we do a lot of things right, and we want to celebrate those and acknowledge them. The concerning news is that we need to be doing a little bit better when it comes to our service game. Maybe not handing over that we need to call someone, maybe just making that phone call. And we need you to help us figure out how to get there. You are a very smart, educated, kind, caring team with the best of intentions. And we want to figure out where these gaps are coming from. We talk about if there is an issue, the issue is either the system's broken, there hasn't been training, or it's a person. And the person can either be doing it intentionally or unintentionally. And Ashley actually calls that malice or without malice, and I love that. And we don't think there's 1 ounce of malice in this. We don't think there's 1 ounce of you guys doing anything to have a negative impact on anybody. But what we are doing is seeing a lot of the energy that we could be spending other places, spent troubleshooting issues that don't need to be an issue if we're just using the systems we have, if we're consistently using the game plan, consistently using the client service board, making phone calls, not handing things over to punt to somebody else. If we are the best version of ourselves on the front desk team, then we will not see these issues and we can actually spend energy on more positive things, which is the goal. So you'll be seeing a couple changes come through on that. We'll be working on it this week, rolling it out next week, and you'll see me fade to the background a little bit for the next probably 5 weeks, as I have a lot of stuff to do. A couple grants that are going to take time, 3 businesses that we have to get the taxes done for, and and we're trying to sell Moonwings. So there's a lot of things going on in the background. Ashley is going to work with me to create the perfect schedule for L Team, how we're investing our time to get the best return on you. And what you need to know, and I want you to hear this, is we work harder, we work smarter, we work better when we are 100% inspired because we think what we're doing matters. When you see us get frustrated or disappointed is the word that I use with Ashley today, the inspiration goes away because we're just troubleshooting stuff that hopefully we as a team, and that means the front desk team, can troubleshoot together. I want to give kudos for Lilith for learning in a situation where we're not always doing our most effective day. And so it's harder when you're the newest teammate. And I just want to acknowledge this. If you're the newest teammate and the team isn't necessarily doing all the things the way you're being taught, because then you're not sure where the gap is. So let's be mindful of that too, and also parachute in for Lilith. If you have any questions directly or concerns directly, please let me know. This is meant to just kind of reset where we're at, tell you what's coming in the next week, and again, ask you to parachute in and help us, help inspire us. And let's just really, really hone our skills in on service and make sure that we don't let anything fall through our client service gap, because we're so much... we're so good at this, you guys. We're so good that we can find ways to celebrate the good stuff and really work to cement the things that we need to just work on. All right, thanks.